Most AI today looks like a smart autocomplete. You ask and it answers. But in real world that is not enough. In organizations, teams need AI that plans, checks and even collaborates. And guess what? Today about 90% of teams out there are just using four simple patterns to make AI actually work in production. In this video today, I will be keeping it simple and we will be covering each of those patterns one by one, as in what it is, how it works, and when to use it. So, without wasting much time, let's dive into it. The four patterns are tool use, planning, reflection, and multi agent collaboration. Think of them as a starter toolkit for building a reliable AI system. Before we dive in, let's just first understand, what does agentic AI even mean? Imagine an AI that does not just answer, but it can observe, think, plan, act, verify, and learn. That's just a little loop. Sometimes you just need one LLM call and that is fine. But when task gets complex, then you might need these agentic AI design patterns which can actually make the difference. If you want to learn more about agentic AI, I have created a separate video on this. Link for the same can be found in description box as well. Let's start with the simplest and most common one, which is tool use pattern. This is used when a LLM calls an external tool like an API, database, or function to go beyond its built in knowledge. Let me now walk you through how this pattern looks like. The user sends a request, the LLM then decides whether it needs a tool. If yes, it calls the tool, which could be a database, a math function, a API, or any other tool. The result comes back to the LLM and then it's returned to the user as a response. To understand it better, let me give you some examples. Like, to check an order status, you will be need to calling the order API. And let's say if you want to convert a CSV to a JSON, then you might need a converter. Again, to if you need a percentile, then in that case you would be running a stats function. So overall, for any quick and direct actions, you can use tool use pattern. But while using this pattern, be careful with bad inputs or timeouts. You must add retries, validate data, and always log the calls. But what if one tool call is not enough? That's where planning comes in. Planning means the AI makes a short plan first, then executes step by step with quick checks. It's like a to do list for the model. We start with a plan. Each step runs one at a time. If something fails, the agent replans and continues. It's systematic. Here, the examples could be of data pipeline, which performs steps like ingest, clean, validate, or the other example could be of a research brief, which finds sources, extract the facts, do the drafting, does the fact checks. So, while using this pattern, make sure you don't overplan. Keep the plans limited to 3 to 8 steps. Add timeouts so tasks don't stall. Also use checkpoints so retries don't break the things. Now, even with a plan, mistakes happen. That's why many teams add reflection pattern. Reflection means the AI reviews its own work before giving it back. It drafts, critiques itself, fixes the mistakes, and then produces a cleaner final version. A self check, I would say, like proofreading your own essay. Here, the model first generates an answer, then it pauses and reflects. Is this clear, correct, or grounded answer that I generated? If not, then it revises its answers. Usually, one or two passes are enough. As an example, you can consider here customer replies, code patches, regulated text, or summaries with the citations. When using this pattern, make sure to keep it clean, as in having maximum two passes, having specific checklist, and avoid those endless loops. Sometimes the task is too big for one AI. That's where multi agent collaboration shines. Think of it like a team. A supervisor breaks down the goal, assigns the task to specialist workers, and then merges their results to achieve that goal. Here, as you can see, the user gives a goal. The supervisor then plans and route the task to the different agents. So worker A might be searching the data, worker B running those calculations, worker C talking to SAP, then worker D handling ServiceNow, worker E is writing the emails, and so on. Worker N is executing the code, and other workers are doing the work as assigned by the supervisor. Then all the results flow back to the supervisor, who checks and delivers the final answer back to the user. So parallel research, your security triage, or data quality checks can be some of its use cases. While using this pattern, consider starting small, like using two agents initially are enough. Add more only when it clearly helps, and always trace who did what. To help you out picking the right pattern, this is a quick chooser you can use. If you need to have one quick API or DB action, you can go with tool use pattern. For multi-step flows, you can go ahead with the planning pattern. If you need quality or safety, then you can use reflection pattern. And for cross system or any other parallel work, you can go ahead with the multi-agent pattern. Here, just remember, you need to start simple, add structure only when it boosts reliability, safety, or scale. That's it. These are the core four agentic AI design patterns used by 90% of teams in organizations today. If you understand these, you can design systems that are practical, reliable, and safe. Thanks for watching.